We're back. We're back. We were just here yesterday. Now we're back today, and we're going to be here Monday too. So that's exciting for us. So welcome back to AnimeInkArt Live Talks. For those that may not know what our show is about, this is the show where we talk with different creators in the community about their journey in content creation and how we can support each other better in the community. So let's just get a few people in here. I'm just gonna move some stuff. There we go. But definitely, it's going to be a great show today. We always love to just share with our different chats on our Instagram page and then people on our Discord as well. We'll be doing that as well. But I'm glad to have you guys here today. We have a very special guest, they're a repeat guest, and definitely it's been a lot of stuff that they're doing right now. So definitely we're going to talk about as much as we can. So today we have very special guests, EA Brown. They are the creator of Skull Valley Comics, which is the home of this comic Deathblade, The Awakening, and their company is, centered around, if you're into anything supernatural, horror, it has a little bit of gothic, flair to it. They have you covered. They definitely have been doing their thing since they had their first Kickstarter for issue number 1 back in 2025. Now they're back with another Kickstarter for issue 2 and 3 and another series that we're definitely going to talk about. And definitely it's going to be great speaking with them again. So let's get them on the show and let's get it started.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Not bad, not bad. I can't complain.
Yes.
And again, like we were speaking, outside, before the show started, you really have been doing a lot, and I'm proud of you. And I'm glad that you wanted to come back.
Hey, your audience treated us very well, and we want to support our podcasters because we need you guys as Black creators. And just want to let you guys know, you guys helped us. We funded in less than 24 hours, and we got some. We have grown. We have grown.
Definitely. That was definitely amazing to see how you guys got the funding so quickly, and then now issue 2 is here. But for people that may not been, to that first podcast that we did together and want to know who you are, definitely introduce yourself.
Well, my name is EA Brown. I am the creator of Skull Valley Comics and also the writer of Deathblade, and also I have my colleague Phil Matz. He doesn't like going on podcasts. He's my I call him, he's my he's in the details. I'm the visionary, He's like, Ed, you can't do that, got mental details. But I'm a very down to earth person. I love telling stories. I'm not gonna, I guess I'm a homer, but 70s, 80s, and 90s, sorry folks, that's the golden years of comics, animation, Spider-Man, that's my world that I grew up in, so, we, have since then grown, from where we are today. And we're still growing, we're still elevating, and I'm excited for September 18th. And we got some stuff that's going on right now too that we'll talk later. With the Skull Valley store, it's a first come first serve, because I know a lot of people didn't get a chance to join us for our first Kickstarter. So we've done something special, unique, but I'm letting them know it's going off the shelves. So.
Yeah, definitely. And for those that may have not been here the first time and knew about the story of how, Skull Valley Comics came to be, let them know what inspired you to, start this company and, create, Deathblade, The Awakening, because it's a very amazing project.
Thank you. How can I say it started? I come from an IT background. And I still work in the IT field. I get the privilege of working from home, so I don't have to worry about traffic in Atlanta. So thank you. Skull Valley started about 5 years ago. I was in my just had to take a serious break from work
Mhm.
for health reasons,
Yeah.
and my colleague that I went to school with, John Tillery, started Jackie Boy. Well, Jackie Boy had already been gone because he's been in the music industry, gospel music industry for years. He's
Mhm.
a major artist in the gospel industry,
Mhm.
and he started doing films. He did some films, and he was like, "Ed, come on, let's create something." And I was just getting back into comics, and Comic Con, San Diego Comic Con. I think it was 21 or 22.
Mhm.
A comic book group by the name of Comic Republic out of Nigeria, Africa, went to San Diego Comic Con and just blew up.
Mm.
I mean, they blew up, and I was impressed, and we signed them, helped them get a TV deal, which they did, and then as that time goes by, when people have their own ideals and their own plans,
Mhm.
I just said, hey, you know what, I'm ready to go do my thing.
Yeah.
So when we first came up with Deathblade was an assassin. You know, I grew up on Mortal Kombat, Moon Knight. I mean, I'm a huge Spawn fan. And the first issue really wasn't as what it is now.
Yeah.
You know, OG Jippa Martin from Cryu Comics
Mhm.
was the first one to actually critique my writing, and he pretty much laid into me. He was like, "What is this?" And then he's like, "Man," but this is the thing that I have to really respect about him is
Mm.
that not only did he critique me, but he helped me. He said, "Ed, this is what you need to do. Do
Mhm.
this, do that. Why should I care about that blade? What makes him important? Why
Yeah.
should the fans go crazy over him?
Mhm.
If you can answer all those,
Yeah.
then you have succeeded." And then and then I think part of it is I was mainstream. So a lot of stuff I was doing was mainstream. I
Mm.
hadn't really solidified Deathblade into where it is now.
Yeah.
And that's where Philip really comes and play a role because we built the universe and the mythology of Deathblade.
Mhm.
So it's like you said, it's horror, but it has a lot of mixture of martial arts.
Yeah.
Um, you're gonna see monsters, vampires. You're gonna see all different type of things, and like you said, paranormal. You're gonna see that, and we want to scare you. Believe me, we want to scare you. And this book, you're gonna see a lot of things. That's
Mhm.
all I'm saying. Issues 2 and 3 is going to be. You're gonna see a lot of things, and then you're gonna see Deathblade really in his ability. And I tell people he's at like 20, he's like at 15-20% of his powers,
Mhm.
um of his, I wouldn't say powers, his abilities, because we don't call them powers, we call them abilities.
Mhm.
um so they're really going to get a chance to learn more about Deathblade. They're going to learn more about uh Ambrose, MJ, because fans really have spoken. They want to know more about them. They're going to get a chance to know a lot about them in 2 and 3. um also I Also, I think they're going to see the growth in our look and feel of how we um, created and just really elevated the look and feel of the Deathblade brand.
Mhm.
So I'm excited about it.
I mean, I'm excited too, honestly, and definitely. I there's so many questions I have. I hope you're ready for
Hey,
me.
I'm all for it because I know if you read the book, I know a lot of people, and I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this. I'm going to, hey, what's up, Midnight Comics? I'm going to say this. What's up, man? Um, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Mm.
The fans have really come on us,
Mm.
and I want them to know you guys have put pressure on us. I'm dead serious because
Yeah.
I tell the guys, like, guys, they're really putting on. We really got to make it happen.
Mm.
But I want you guys to know that we value you guys. We value you guys because we need you to read the stories. We need you to help our stories elevate. We need you to talk about them. We need you to talk about, you know, and that's one thing that you and I were talking earlier about just Black creators in general. You look at Midnight Comics, what's up, guys? You look at Advent, you look at Concrete, Godhood. You look at us here. We need you to talk about our stories.
Mm.
There's a there is a Black ecosystem,
Yeah.
and that's and I'm excited about it. But I would say this:
Mhm.
you had to read our book more than once. If you read it once,
Mhm.
have I seen people read it once and they got it? Yeah. There was one guy I said at I was at AwesomeCon. He read my book and he came back to me and said he was ready. And I was like, what? I said, so what did you read? And he laid it out. He laid it out. I was like, oh, so he was really in. I mean, if you come prepared, you could probably do it. But there's so many things that we have done that we're very that we are very intentional. Me and Phil are strategic thinkers. So we're going to strategically do things. Now, will I lie and say something that we did? Yeah, because I'm diabolical by that. I will throw you off. I ain't going to lie. Yes, I'm guilty. Okay, I'm guilty. Okay.
You want to keep them on your toes. That's what it is.
Exactly. Because you guys say something, you guys say, well, hey, what do you think? I'd be like, that's a good one. I may agree with you. And just throw you all the way off.
That's true. And I definitely want to ask us, since the last time we spoke, your first Kickstarter for issue number one, it got funded within 24 hours. And now we're at the point since we went to AwesomeCon. I definitely want to ask how that experience was because around that time, you were able to finally ship out the copies of the book and things were, getting traction. So I want to ask, since that first Kickstarter to the time, you got to vend AwesomeCon and things were happening, what were some of the shifts that you had to deal with? Because from what I've seen, it's like you have new artists, new staff, new staff, and different iterations of issue number one that we're going to talk about. So definitely, what was the things that you had to transition to from that first Kickstarter to the progress that we saw by the time you went to AwesomeCon?
Well, the most disaster that we had, our server, we used a SaaS server, crashed. And we were down for like months. And we were supposed to go to the BlurCon in DC.
Yeah.
I was looking to get on BlurCon. I wanted to go to that one because I had that one, and then I was going to go to that one, and then I was going to stay in DC and go to AwesomeCon because that's my home. I went to college there. I met my wife, my beautiful wife there, and that's home for me. My family's there, her family's there. So for us to stay there, we still have home there. So we was like, go to the house, stay there, and go to the show. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I mean, after the success of the first one, the evolution of visibility, people finally starting to see you. They're seeing your book. They're reading it. They're responding. And then for us, the evolution was, like you said, coming from behind the camera and being in front of the fans. I will tell you, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea what to expect. And of course, with the server being down and we were trying to do things right and we couldn't do BlurCon, which we were going to do next year. Okay. I met them over at BlurCon. They're great people. The thing that I really enjoyed, I would say this, during that time, Phil and me, we were working on perfecting some of the weaknesses that we saw in issue one that we felt that we needed to elevate a little bit. Um, we went to the artist is Yusuf Shittal. He's a bad boy. He's a bad boy, and I'm not gonna lie, folks. I'm gonna let you know he is
Yeah.
comfortable drawing Deathblade, and I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some of the changes that we did.
Mhm.
Um, it's even better, even better. I don't know how he did it, but he is going off. He's just like he's gone off world. Okay, he's gone nuclear. He's gone God mode. That's all I can say. So he's doing that as we're working that, and then eventually we were able to get our server up a little bit so we can get books. And I was nervous trying to get, dealing, with make sure we got the copies that we need. They got there on time. It's a different type of feel from just being behind the scenes when you actually gotta, it goes live.
Mm.
And my daughter, who serves as my social media person,
Yeah.
she's like, Dad, you're too nervous. I don't know. I don't know. It's different because it's different when you do it live. It's not
Yes.
you're in front of the people.
Yeah.
And I went to Austin Con and we got my first. I mean, I've done trade shows before, high tech firms, but I guess it's different when you're doing it for yourself
Mm.
and it's your product that you got to go out there and you got to push. And you got to say, hey, this is great, and
Yeah.
why is this great? Hey,
Yeah.
but I would say this. The black creators that were there, they were very warm and affection. They were very warm and opening. They were great. Definitely definitely to do more collabs and working with each other. Um, Getting the table set and get everything set, that was the easy work.
Yeah.
That's that's is what it is. I didn't get what I want on my backdrop because we rushed. We
Mm.
rushed.
Okay. Yeah.
So, we had to do what we had to do. But everyone, they love the character. They love that Blake. Think he's cool. They think he's iconic, which is great.
Mhm.
Um, when I got there, people
Mhm.
were waiting for me, and that was
Mhm.
weird because I was like, you said that we're going to be at this table, we're at this section, and you have people waiting for you. That's kind of like, they're
You're like,
sitting there. I'm like, they're actually waiting for me. Are you serious? And people said, we've been looking for you. I mean, it was crazy.
yeah.
I mean, and then the part was, I think it got me.
Mhm.
And my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was cracking up. She was laughing. She's like, Dad, they even asked you for your autograph. You know, I said, hey, I mean, that was a first for me.
Yeah.
You know, I'm usually, ask someone else for their autograph.
Mhm.
Um, but the experience, the awesome con, I mean, the people of Awesome Con, they were very kind. They were very making sure that we were good, making sure that we were in a good spot, and we were in a good spot. We
Yeah.
were in a really good spot.
Mhm.
We got enough people there. Um, I think a lot of people were still trying to figure us out,
Mhm.
um, but overall, it was a great trip. We sold out almost everything except for 4 hardcovers because we had just got the hardcovers. I hadn't
Yeah.
had a chance to really push the hardcovers. And what people
Mhm.
are saying with the hardcover is, this is the hardcover right here.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the hardcover right here.
Mhm.
And actually, this hardcover is on our store on our website. We only
Mhm.
have 22 of these available. So if you want them, these are $55 free mailing. Just order it. First come, first serve. Now, these won't be on the Kickstarter.
Mhm. And definitely was good for you, and I think it's a good opportunity
Mhm.
because there's a lot that's going on. I can share my screen,
Yeah,
so definitely we can have some of the stuff in the background. You can talk
yeah.
about it. And first, before I put anything up, I wanted to ask for people that want to know the basic gist of the story. You don't have to give all
Okay,
the details, and they may not know about Deathblade. Definitely
definitely.
talk about what the basic story is about.
All right. All right. The basic story is you got a Navy SEAL by the name of Ambrose Cooper. He's a soldier who goes on an op mission And normally everything goes as normal. There's nothing abnormal. There's nothing crazy. But on this trip, something happened. He ended up being the lone survivor of his group. Something dark and sinister. He has no idea what happened. All he knows is that he was the only one left. And why was he the only one able to survive? As he goes through PTSD and he goes through survivor remorse, and he's drinking, he's trying to find who he is, and he has a beautiful wife, MJ, who's there to support him in any way that she can. As he begins to investigate, he finds out that he's entered into a world of dark Machiavellian villains. Now, here's the part about this.
Mm-hmm.
What pulled his story in, and as everyone will see if you read the book, his wife introduces, kind of gives him, unknowingly enters him into that world. And you'll read it in the comic book. I'm not going to give secret on that, but it tells his story.
Mm-hmm.
And as people will see, as he continues that journey, he realizes maybe some things ain't meant to go looking for, because not everything that you think is what you think is good for you. So he's going to find out real quick, and it's going to be either his life or death. So that is the beginning of Deathblade, jumping into Deathblade 2 and 3.
Definitely. And definitely this is a good time to bring up the fact that the vault is open for people that may have not gotten the chance to get, the issue number 1. But you also have a hardcover director's cut,
Yes.
which is 90, like from what I remember, not like about 96 pages.
Yes.
It has like the origins, like concept art. It has like behind the scenes. It has like all the process, like it has everything if you want to know everything about the story. So definitely, let's see if I shared it properly. There we go. So that was the post that you made, talking about how it's open. So definitely share the people how many copies you're releasing of both of them, and that if they want to know about what the difference is between the first issue and then the hardcover director's cut.
Yes, this is the issue 1. This one is going to be available for Kickstarter, but we made available 68 copies. And the reason why we made 68 copies was a lot of people really don't know us. They're just now finding us, and they want to know more. And so I said, hey, you got to read issue 1. You got to read issue 1. So me and Phil decided, let's open up 68 copies of issue 1, physical copy. You order, you can go to our website, go to our store, click on the link. You can choose either one, or you can buy both. Mailing is free. There's no cost to you. This is $25, free mailing. And the hardcover, this is $55, and this is free as well, mailing. And we'll get them out to you. They're already coming off the shelves. So first come, first serve. After it's gone, it's gone. And I will tell everyone, read issue 1 again.
I mean, definitely they should, because as we're going to share, right now, very soon, basically the Kickstarter is out, where there's issues 2 and 3 for the Kickstarter, as well as Blood Wars. So definitely, I'm going to pull up the Kickstarter so we can talk about it, because this is going to be coming out September 18th. But the thing is that congratulations to you. There's already about 3,012 people already backing, the pre-launch before it even started, which is actually insane.
Oh my God. I don't have words for it. Mm-hmm. I think and I think our first conversation when we talked last year was visibility
Yeah.
and getting above the trees so people can see you. Because I feel that if they're able to see Deathblade, they're able to see the book, that they're going to like it. You know, um, I don't think this has been done for a black book. I've seen some black books like 12, 1500 or something like that.
Mhm.
And those creators are known. I mean, I'm only 2 years old. Okay. No, I'm 50, but I'm not 2 years old. But we have only been in existence for 2 years. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been in existence for 5 years, but it's been since our book, this is our second book, it's 2 years. So that lets me know that we're doing something right.
Yeah.
And like I said, this Kickstarter, like I said, folks, you're going to get issues 2. It's going to be the continuation of issue 1. There's going to be some introductions of some new villains. The world is going to open up a little bit. We're peeling back the onion as
Yeah.
we speak. We're not going to show too much. People are saying, "Well, are you guys going to show us book 3?" Nah,
Yeah.
because that would give away some of the things for book 2.
Okay, I
We
see.
can't do that, but I can tell you this:
Mhm.
for issue 2, everyone has seen Cannon White. They've seen his cover.
Mhm.
His cover will be the main cover for issues 2,
Okay.
and as you saw, I mean, we got over 1,000, way over 1,000
Mhm.
likes for that cover. So everyone's waiting for that cover, and they seen the black and white, guys. I've seen the color, and the color looks amazing. I, it looks great.
Yeah.
Um, and we have some other artists that will be coming on. Of course, Yusuf Chital, who's the interior and the artist, the illustrator for Deathblade. He's also doing a cover. And
Mm.
then we have also doing a cover Anthony Anthony Piper,
Mhm.
AP. As those you've seen him, he's done some stuff with the Trill League. He is the creator of the Trill League.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's doing something for us. Um, and you know, I'm just gonna let you guys know. Also, it's
Mhm.
not 32 pages. You're getting 48 pages. Issue 2 and issue
Oh
3.
snap!
That's so. I'm gonna just do this. That's what you're getting. You're getting more. Yes, you're getting way more.
Mm. That's gonna,
Um,
that's gonna be great.
yeah. I mean, you can't knock. I mean, people's like, "Hey, why are you doing 40?" Folks, I want you guys to feel the word. You felt it in issue 1.
Yeah.
And then, of course, we have a brand new IP. It's called Blood Wars. It is the continuation of the Deathblade saga.
Mhm.
And I'll talk a little bit about this IP. This IP takes place in World War II. And this book is going to introduce some of the villains that you're going to see in the Deathblade world. And then you're going to understand a little bit about not just the villains that will play a part in the Deathblade universe, but you will understand a little bit about a certain faction.
Mm.
I'm not going to give the, because if I give it, well, we're going to understand. Let's put it like this. Okay. Can I give a spoiler? No, because I know Philip is going to kill me.
He's gonna be
He's
like,
going to kill me.
he's
And I
like, what are
know,
you?
yeah, and I know Aleem is going to get on me. I know Aleem
Yeah.
is on me from Diaries of Sweet Pea, so I won't do it. I won't do it, but I'm tempted to just break every rule. And yes, we're gonna break rules. We're gonna break rules from the interior. We're gonna do it. But you're gonna really learn about this story. And I really like the story. If you are a fan of The Walking Dead, World War Z, The Evil Dead,
Mm.
um, and if you like even even you're talking about just a dark universe, um, you're gonna love this book.
Mm.
This is a little bit different. It's a lot mystery, a lot suspense, and the characters you're going to get a chance to really fall in love with. We have the main villain that people will see shortly, which I've had a chance to share with you, and I know they're going to love her.
Mm.
And this is more, I feel like this, I'm going to say this. This is a woman book.
Mm.
The women in here are kicking butt, okay?
Mm.
They not, no, they're kicking butt and taking names, okay? So I'm just letting you guys know
Yeah.
that you're going to love this.
Mm.
This really, it sets the tone of what our universe is about. It kind of opens up, and then it tells a little bit of story, and it does tell a Deathblade story.
Mm.
You're going to get a little bit of both. You're going to get a little bit of history. So
Yeah.
as you see issues 2 and then issues 3, and then you start putting them together, you're going to be like, wow, that is maddening.
Yeah.
But you're definitely, as the readers, like I said earlier, and you read the book, my goal is keeping you at the edge of your seat, making you want to turn every page. You're going to want to turn every page on this. This is not one of those slow books. This is a book that, it's methodical, it's strategic. That's and what we talked about earlier. Me and Philip are strategic thinkers. So it's not that you're reading a book from us. We're challenging you as readers.
Mm.
We're coming hard at you. We're intentionally coming at you.
Yeah.
So if we're going to challenge you, we want you guys to challenge us.
Mm.
And so I feel that this number that you see, 3,012 followers for our pre-launch page, that's crazy. But this is where I really, really want our Black comic book and Blurred Con Nation. I really want you guys to really, I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
We need to show out.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity. We are the second largest pre-launch page on Kickstarter. That's more than Transformers. That's more than G.I. Joe.
Mm-hmm.
If we are able to do this,
yeah,
it doesn't matter what DC or Marvel does.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to look just like, wait a minute, this independent book did this. We create our own ecosystem. So I'm asking everyone, even creators out there, let's make a statement. And here's the thing, and I tell people this. I love DC. I love Milestone. They create jobs and opportunities for Black creators and allow us to do the things that we want to do to tell our story. But here's the thing. Mm-hmm. They're controlled by a corporation that is not a Black corporation, that does not allow us to really tell our stories how we want to tell it. Mm-hmm. Deathblade is a Black creator. We're not tied. We want to give back to our community, and we want our kids and children. And this is not a children's story because this is 18. Yes. We are, and I'm going to say this, we are doing toys next year. So that's a little bit different. Mm. But we want our Black older audience, guys 18 and up. We want you guys to be talking about this. We want the big two to be like, Dad, that comic book is that fierce? Yeah. So September 18th, like we said, we did it in an hour.
Yeah.
Why can't we not do it in like 5 minutes? Why can't we not, do a number that is not even unfathomable. You look at what Spider-Man is doing to this weekend. Spider-Man has crushed every number. We can do it.
Yeah.
This Kickstarter has become more than just about Deathblade. It's about making a statement. And, you know, I'm passionate about this. And I'm going to let you know that story-wise, we're not going to compromise anything or anyone. I had someone tell me, "Oh, don't sell it." I'm not selling to anyone. This is not happening. If they want to invest in us and help us grow, then that's great. But I'm not selling Deathblade. That's a legacy for my children and Phil's children.
Yeah.
For us to have something, because I feel as Black creators, we lose those opportunities because we sell out.
Yeah.
We don't give ourselves that opportunity. So Deathblade on 9/18/26, I'm asking everybody. Look, and I'm going to even say this too, and something I didn't say on this is that my mother and my father is a pastor, okay? He's not going to read the book. But
yeah,
they gave me over $300. I had a lot of people give me, I mean, $100 and up. So if you're not a horror fan, or you're just not into it, but you want to support, that's where you can support us. 50, 100, 300, whatever.
Yeah.
That's what's going to help us so that we can continue to grow and expand, because we have really major plans after this Kickstarter. Because the next Kickstarter is going to be, Lord's willing, if everything goes as planned, be in April.
Okay. All right. That's definitely like you said, guys. Please support. I'm actually going to share the Kickstarter link in here so that you guys can see it in the chat and see it when whoever plays it back, so that you guys can support. I mean, the more the merrier. The more funding we get, the more issues they can do in the future and everything like that. So that's the link to the Kickstarter. You guys have no excuse. Even if you're not in the stream right now, it's gonna be on YouTube. You're gonna see it at some point. Minute 38, guys. Like, just click this. Just look at this. Type it in. You support the launch, and you have time to back, and then you have time afterwards. So definitely, just letting y'all know. People know I don't play about people supporting the Kickstarter, especially me. Like, especially when I have people on, I emphasize, please just try your best to support, because these are the stories that you guys have been asking for. So,
and here's the thing that people don't really understand about this. When Hollywood, and here's the thing, I don't need Hollywood. If I have supporters supporting us, like you look at what Black Sands is doing with their animation, the fans went out. They got the money from the fans. Now, the fans also need to understand, when you do animation, it's between a year. It's between a year and 2 years. It takes that much time to develop it. It's not something that happens overnight. But what people also need to understand is that when we support our own stories and we back our own stories, we don't need them. You got YouTube, you got the streaming networks, you got everything. We don't have to wait for someone to do something for us. But here's the thing that I'm not going to do. I'm not going to give you a product that is not top tier. You're going to get a top tier project that's going to be on the level of Marvel. It's going, matter of fact, no, it's not going to be on the level of Marvel. It's going to be better. It's going to be better. So, like I tell everyone here, if you've seen us on Comments Explain, we have totally blown up. And that's another thing I want to definitely want to give a shout out to Rob at Comments Explain. He opened the doors for us that people were able to see us. We were able to get above the trees.
Mhm.
I mean, we have close to almost 64,000 views on there.
Mhm. That's
I
awesome.
mean, for a book that just started, that's a lot.
That's a very big deal. That's
And it's
actually very
still turning. It's still turning. And wait till they see issues 2 and 3. Their heads are going to blow up.
And I definitely wanted to talk about something. I want to ask you, how has it been, getting to interact with other, Black indie creators and getting to collaborate with them? Whether it's like shout out to, the creators over at the Diary of Sweet Pea. Some of the artists that you've gotten like for your stuff has worked on their stuff, and I love to see
Yeah.
that. And another thing I'm excited for that I'm gonna put up on the screen. Shout out to 615 Comments. Y'all did a
Yes.
collaboration. Now
Yes.
y'all
People didn't see
gotta
that.
y'all gotta see the cover for this because this is insane. Like this is just so they have their Kickstarter coming out for Subject Zero. So
It's out now.
not only is Deathblade a character that's in this cover, there's more than one cover. And
Mhm.
not only is one cover going to be in 615 Comics Kickstarter, there's another cover is going to be on your Kickstarter. So
That is correct. Yes.
tell me how this happened because
Oh, it's
this
crazy.
is a
It's
nice
crazy.
surprise. This is a nice surprise because they've also been on the show. So shout out to
Yes. It's crazy. I've been wanting to do a collaboration, and I wanted to do with someone, I've been following 615 Comics. He's been doing an amazing job. His comic books, have been doing really great. And we started talking, and I talked to a lot of guys, but I really like I really I really like Malcolm. He's really serious about the work. He's putting in the work. And like I tell guys, we're kind of like a new generation. We're putting in the work.
Mhm.
And I just saw synergy between where we could fit. And everyone wants to know what Deathblade can do and all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, I can't give away too much. Um, but we started talking, and he was like, man, Subject Zero's coming out. I really want to do something with Deathblade. Can we do a you know a cover or a poster? And I was like, dude, let's do it. Because I'm the type of person, you know I don't like doing a lot of talking.
Yeah.
My work speaks for itself.
Mhm.
So Kevin is like that too.
Mhm.
And then, one of the things that I always tell people as creators too, you know, we have to handle the business first, which a lot of us sometimes, we got to protect our brands. You know, you know, when we did the collab, we did a character release form, the legal side, make sure each side was good and that we handled that in. And I will say that to every creator, if you do not handle your business, it will come back to bite you.
Yeah.
But the collab was amazing. That was drawn by the Yusuf Shittal, who is the artist for um, Deathblade, and he also works with Kevin too.
Hmm.
So um, he did that cover, and it looks that cover looks wicked.
I know. Like,
That cover,
I was like, wait a second. I was like, oh my god, and like, I felt your character just fit right in with the cover. That's the crazy part.
yeah, people was like, you got to do the story. No, but no, but I am looking to do a story. I am
Mhm.
looking to do a crossover, a major crossover. But I think that's like a year and a half away. We're just
Mhm.
trying to finish things up for Deathblade because we have some serious plans for Deathblade. But the crossover for this Subject Zero, for those if you have not gotten a book from his Kickstarter, you need to go now. You need to go today. You need to go support him. I mean, they have funded already, but continue to fund them. It's we can't. If we could pay our artists for free, that would be great. But that's not how the world works.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And I actually wanted to know how you end up meeting your artist that does this amazing work. Like, how did you end up finding him and choosing him
Oh
to create
man,
this stuff?
um, I actually got to give credit to Ink Studios, to Kevin and them. They introduced me to Aline Leggett from Alter Ego Comics, and he was the one that was using Yusuf at the time. And it's a wild story because I met him at C2E2 in Chicago.
Yeah.
About 3 years ago. 3 years ago. It's 3 years ago now. And I already had an artist already. And Kevin kept saying, Ed, you need to use even you're gonna love their artwork. And I was like, no, man, I kind of got my artist. I said, okay. And he kept calling me, and then my artist sent me something back that was kind of alarming. She was coming back alarming. It just, like I tell people, it wasn't bad. It's just that the look and feel that we were looking for just wasn't what we wanted. So I said, okay, let Aline, do his thing.
Yeah.
Aline said, he called and we talked with Yusuf, and Yusuf said, look, just give me what you need and I'll break it down.
Yeah.
He did M because everyone gets to see M. M is bad. M is a bad boy. And he did M, and the look that we were trying to do was nothing like what people saw in the comic book. It was nothing like that. And like you see M on issue 1. And I was sitting there and I was like, this is crazy. How am I supposed to? You want a picture of M? Still to make picture of M? Oh, this right here, that's Blood Wars.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say, how am I gonna tell this guy that his services are no longer rendered? That was just that's M right here.
Oh, okay.
That was M.
Which one?
The swords in the cloud.
Oh, okay. I'll share that one soon. But yeah, that's what you're saying.
Yeah. So I was like, how am I going to sit up here and tell this guy your services are no longer rendered? And it wasn't anything that was bad on him or anything like that. It's just that he couldn't give us what we want. And this is the new look that they're going to see in the comic book too. You guys see, we have really, Aline has really, he's gone above and beyond on it. It's just going to be amazing. And I had to give a shout out to my boy Aline Leggett. Sweet Diaries of Sweet Pea. That's my boy.
They're also on the show. Shout out to them as well.
Yeah, that's my boy. Aline is no joke.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been seeing for the Diaries of Sweet Pea issue 4, the news. Oh, that stuff looks serious. That's Yusuf. That's Yusuf. I'm telling you, folks. Yusuf's off. He's in God mode right now. I'm telling you, he in God mode. He's in straight God mode. But yeah, that's how we met him through Aline, and that relationship is solid today. And and Alfred who is the colors that works with him as well. He's amazing as well too. So yeah.
That's awesome. I always love when it's like, I'm glad that they're getting like the work that they deserve, because I mean, just knowing that who they've worked for on top of your stuff, I'm just like, all right. I mean, they're about to take over the whole indie.
Well, see, here's the thing I need to tell people is, Yusuf and Alfred, look, I'm not being biased. Those guys need to be up for Eisner Awards, Ringo Awards. Their artwork is phenomenal.
Yeah.
These guys are solid.
Yeah.
I love them, and they're great to work with. They're great to work with. And then we have for Blood Wars, we have a new artist. His name, he's from Martino Arts, Martin. He has a comic book out called Weird Monsters.
Yeah.
His artwork is sick too. So his artwork, this right here, this is Philip. Philip did this. But I showed her something that we are going to eventually show.
Yeah, I
It's
can't
gonna
show
blow
it.
your
I can't
guys'
show it right
mind.
now. But
It's gonna blow your mind. That's all I'm gonna say. And then the cover work and stuff. We're gonna release a couple things this month. We're not trying to show everything. We did that last time. We said no. We kind of want you guys to. We want you guys to get mad at us a little bit. It's like, yeah, you guys show some more. It's like we're gonna just lay it out there because we know that if we throw, you guys gonna go crazy. So you
no,
know,
yeah, that's totally fair. I remember the last stream we did. They're like, no, that's like, I was like, you learned for the last.
yeah, yeah. It's kind of like Kevin was getting mad at me. He's like, man, you tell them everything. I was like, hey, that's my first one. I said, look, man, hey, look, like I tell people, I'm more. I love to write, but I'm also a fan.
Yeah,
I love animation. I love comics. You know, I'm looking at some of the animation things at Netflix that they're doing. Amazon is doing. Looking at watching X-Men. They've done some great things there. But I'm coming. We're coming with some stuff too. we're, we're coming with some stuff too. I just want everyone know
mm.
it hits. I'm just gonna lay it right here on the table. And it's gonna just let you guys see this. It's just gonna blow your minds. It's gonna blow your minds. Um, we not only we're just working on the comic book, we're also working on a novel.
Mhm.
A lot of the things that you see in the comic book, uh, there's going to be some stuff that we can do more detail, and a lot of stuff that's not even in the comic book that's in the novel.
Mhm.
Um, and we're looking to have that come out maybe late Christmas next year or something like that. The novel,
Mhm.
um, and the novel is important, and that's the reason why we were kind of late because we were
Yeah.
working on a novel because we wanted the novel to dictate how we do the comic book.
Okay.
So we were kind of like doing it kind of backwards to be. I mean, people say that it's kind of backwards, but it's different because
Yeah.
we already have. If I tell people, we have like maybe I would say about 10 to 20,000 pages of
Mm.
our world, just our mythology.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I don't, you know, we could be here all day talking about just the mythology of the universes and just the factions, but I don't want to give it away. I want people to see for themselves.
Mhm.
We didn't want to throw up on the table. We wanted to just lay things out. And as you can see, how the book ended on issue 1, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
it opened up some things. Let me go back. Certain things, certain characters. You're like,
Mhm.
oh, he's shady. What's he about? Or you see them in the tomb. They're coming out in the beginning. You're like, okay, that's so. What was all that noise and stuff like that? You want to know.
Mhm.
So I'm just letting you guys know all those little elements, all those little intricacies of the book. Issues 2 and 3 are going to address and more. And you're getting 48 pages,
Which is the
not
great.
32.
And also, I wanted to ask you, how has it been being able to be on different like podcasts? Like Comics Explained, but you had like the Black Indie,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah, that
the
was
comic
crazy.
book block, but as well as you got recognized by the Secret Society of Black Comics. So how has it been, like just being able to either like get the opportunity to be interviewed by people slash recognized for different awards, or again opportunity to try to be nominated for things, like how has that been? Because also I know there's another award where like a lot of your team, you're trying to get people to like vote for best like graphic
Yeah,
novel and everything like that.
yeah. I think we were just definitely. we were trying to just get above the trees when it comes to awards and making sure these guys earned it. This book, you know, being that, where we were at 149 followers to who follow us on Kickstarter, and you see where we are now, and let's keep it kind of real. You have some mainstream don't even have that type of following. So being able to relay that and to open that up, I think it has opened up so many doors for us. Comics Explained was kind of crazy because he had just did the antagonist, and I just said, you know what, let me just drop a little nugget about Deathblade and see if he would go for it. So I DM'd him and I said, hey Rob, this is EA Brown. Can you just take a look at Deathblade and just tell me what you think? He responded in less than a second. He was like, oh yeah, I'm following you guys. Like, what? It's crazy. And he liked it, and he's like, send it to me, let me read it. I said, okay. I sent it to him, and then he called me right back. He was like, yeah, I'm doing this tomorrow. And I'm like, what? I said, what up? I was like, dang. I mean, I didn't even get a chance to try to set things up, and for Godhood, they crashed their network. So it was kind of, they couldn't crash my network. We were ready for them. But one of the things that I realized too, and it's something I think the comic book industry as a whole has kind of realized, I have digital books, but fans don't really want digital books. They want to feel the books. They want to see the books. So, that's where we, he really educated me on a lot of things. And that's why we were talking about, that's why important we need to go to these Comic Cons, get these books out in front of people so they can feel it. They want to see it. It's different. It's unique. One thing about our book, our cover one, people think it's manga because it looks like a manga book, and which is crazy. My little one loves the cover. Now, has she read the book? No, she hasn't read the book. She's going to high school. This should be a freshman this year, but she's like, Dad, that cover's cool. I'll put that poster on my wall. I was like, oh, really? You would really like that? I was like, okay. So those type of things. But yeah, it's been an interesting ride. It's been we're trying to take it all in. We're trying to take advantage of it as well. But it has, like I told you, what it has done, it has put pressure on us. And I love pressure. Okay. I've been in pressure jobs. I've been successful. So $1 million deals. It's okay. But I think this is a little bit different because this is my product. Okay. Yeah. So I'm a little bit kind of like, okay, Eddie, you gotta pick it up. And this is where, I got to give credit to my team. Phil, Yusuf, Alfred. I got to give credit to them. They have stepped up 1,000,000%. And that's one of the reasons why we do not want to show too much in our Kickstarter, because we just want to lay, when you see it, you're just going to be blown.
Yeah.
And you're going to say, a lot of people have said, well, your issue 1 was great. I said, guys, that's nothing. Because once Yusuf got comfortable drawing the characters, he has elevated, completely elevated. And then, of course, with, Emmanuel over Hector, our writer, and we have a new writer, Emmanuel Hector, who's amazing. He's been with us for 5 years. He's written we have other IPs that are actually done. We just haven't released them yet because Deathblade is the platform that will jump off our universe. So it's just not their time yet. So Blood Wars is has jumped off because it has opened the door for us to tell that story. We currently have about 7 IPs. They're done.
Yeah.
So, I just it's just, it's
Yeah.
been an amazing ride. It's been a challenging ride as well. Our server's still giving us problems, our SaaS programs. And like this, I tell people, sometimes better to have your own server, which we which we did. We're doing. It's just certain data we don't have access to that we definitely are, definitely scrambling to get a little bit. But um it's been it, it's a journey that we're still on. We're not done yet. We're never going to be done. We're always going to elevate. We're always going to climb. But I think one of the things that we're really trying to do is really get the audience to see us and understand us. And we're not going to get everybody, and that's okay.
Yeah.
It's not a problem for us. I don't feel any pressure or anything like that. Um, but I think one of the things that we want to try to do better is really get the Black media behind us.
Mhm.
And it's not just behind us, but just behind Black creators.
Yeah.
It's not about the big guys. They work too, but they're tied to larger conglomerates. You got small guys, that have been working hard, like Concrete, Andre, Dre, and you got Tony over at Advent. You got Midnight Comics, which I've seen as they have grown. Um, you got Diary Sweet Pea. He's growing. He's about to bring out a new IP. Um, I can go. You got 615. I mean, I could go on and on. Godhood, uh, Great Comics. I mean, the list is endless.
Mhm.
And I just want the Blurred Nation, and I want just comic book readers in general that you have some amazing creators. And I'm just grateful that I'm able to be one of them and able to show that we can make empowering stories, that we can make stories that can um, be uh, can cross over
Yeah.
from any medium if given the opportunity.
Mhm.
Um, Secret Society of Black Comics, we were chosen as one of the top comic books last year. Um, he challenged us. He challenged us, and I want him to know we accept that challenge. You are in for a surprise.
That's
And
great.
he helped us, and that was part of our growth as well. And I don't have a problem having people critique us, because you can't get better if you only see your tunnels.
Yeah.
You can't get better if you're only talking about yourself. And I think that is another growth that we have. Because when I'm out screaming about Deathblade, 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 people are like, "Who are you? Who are you?" But when you have hundreds of other people screaming about, "Yo, you guys need to go check out that book. That book is fire." That's a whole different conversation.
Yeah. It's definitely true. And I definitely wanted to ask you, there's so many things you've done already in the past 2 years, but I know there's more to come and more that you want to do. So what are some of the goals that you can share that you
Yeah.
have for Skull Valley Comics and the universe and everything that you want to do?
Yes. Um, for Skull Valley Comics, uh, we are looking at releasing 2 more IPs for next year. Um, we are looking at releasing a novel, the Deathblade novel, which is amazing. Fans, you think you know Deathblade now? You think the comic book is all? There's things in the comic book things that are not even in the comic book that's in the novel. It's gonna blow your head. Um, we're looking to release that. We are looking for next year to do toys, do figures. So M and Deathblade, and we have the villain. You know, I'm gonna say we have the villain. Her name is the villain. Her name is Morty, Valar, Valar, Valar Morty.
Mhm.
Uh, she's an incredible. I mean, you've seen the pictures. She's incredible, and I know the fans are gonna love her. And then we have, another character from there, Celine. She's the heroine. And this book, if women are really looking for it, they're gonna love this book. And we got some surprises down the line for that. It's gonna just definitely blow you guys' mind. But we're definitely release more books. Deathblade, we're releasing 2 issues at a time. There's a reason why we are doing that, and that will be revealed next year. Um, so, 2 things that we are looking at, like I said, is definitely um, toys, and we are looking at gaming too. Gaming is a big deal. Video games, yes, they are coming. And animation is coming too. So those are our 3 things that we're looking at. We're just taking our time. We're just trying to build our storyline, build our universe. And we have some amazing people. Actually, one of the guys that actually created Deathblade, we have forged an agreement, and they're going to be working with us as we grow, as we build in that way. And oh yes, yes, I knew I was going to miss something.
Yeah.
We have some what we call mini comics videos, like short.
Oh yes. Mm-hmm.
We are coming up with those.
Mm-hmm.
So look out for that. Look out for that. We got some short animated videos, we call it, we're working on that. And also, I think one of the challenges as comics, people ask us, what do we think of AI? We are not an AI shop.
Mm-hmm.
You believe in our artists. Is AI being used in some of our production, like our flyers, like our promotional flyers and stuff like that? That is being used, but it's more of a standard of putting it into a flyer, not more like we're doing it, creating it and separate, because AI cannot do our characters.
Yeah. Period.
It just can. It's just not. And is there technology out there? Yes, there is. We've seen it, but we're just not an AI shop. That's just not what we do. Have I ran into people who have saying, well, you do your flyer in AI and you got to be careful. I think that's really kind of a cancel society. I think that's bogus. I'll be honest with you. I mean, if I can do something that's easy and allow me to not, have to pay off a lot of money, because people don't understand a graphic artist person to do flyers and stuff like that and do all the things you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cheap.
Yeah.
Do we have some? Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
But as a small, independent company as ourselves, we try to do as much as we can. We try to be smart in processing and how we do it. Mm-hmm. And I know some people, they don't like that when they see that, and which I think is kind of really dumb. Mm-hmm. To be honest with you, I'm just gonna say it is dumb. I mean, now if it's a comic book, that's a whole different story. But if you're doing promotional pieces and stuff like that, come on, guys. Mm-hmm. You really? Yeah. Why are you getting upset? How does that affect you? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if it affects you, so you're gonna give me some money?
Yeah.
That's hey, I'm gonna say the things that people won't say out, people won't say out loud. Mm-hmm. You got money? hey, send it to
No,
me.
yeah.
Send it to me. My wife will love it. She's the treasures. I mean, she's so I say that I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that, but you know, I mean, my partner Philip, we don't really, we don't believe in AI unless it serves its purpose. Um, our artists, we don't believe in that. We feel our artists are just too good. There's no way we do that now. Flyers and stuff, being that we're small, there's only four of us. And of course, my daughter is graduating from medical school, so I will be losing her. So we have to, hire from, hire outside, and it's not cheap. But it doesn't matter. My thing to me is quality, service, and just making sure that we're staying in front of our fans and that we're being truthful and that, you know, I'm not going to hide anything from you.
Yeah.
So, I know AI is a big deal to a lot of people. I get it, but I think when you're doing promotional pieces or you're doing flyers and stuff like that, stop the nonsense. I mean, what are we doing? You know?
Yeah, I understand. And the question I usually ask is the one that I asked the last time is about like support in the blur community, and I ask usually, what have we done well to support each other? What can we work on? Because we're not perfect, and everybody has different answer based on their own experience.
So say it again. I want to make sure.
Oh, so the question is, how do we support each other so far in the blur community? Well, what can we do better to support each other? Because everybody has a different experience in the community and has a different answer to that question.
I think the thing for us to support each other is, I think, being truthful to each other, um, and really backing each other. And here, I'm going to say something. I know this may not go off. I'm going to say it anyway. Um, I There are so many comic books out there, and I love reading comics, but I can't support everybody. I'll be truthful. I would love to, um, but there are some people send me some comic books, and I'd be kind of scratching my head. But if that's what they can do, that's what they can do. Um, Even in if it's $1 or $40, 50 or $100, I feel that you know be truthful with people. Support each other. Let's not talk about each other. I felt what was going on with Comic Explain and Blurred Blurred.
Mm,
I can't think of it. Can't think of what was it? It's Blurred. I can't think of the name right now.
mm,
All that was done. That guys, we missed an opportunity for what Rob at Comics Explain did for indie comics like me, Godhood, Powertel. He didn't have to do what he did.
yeah.
People don't understand. He's done mainstream comics, but for him to go and give us a spotlight, and for you to take that and try to smear each other, I thought was just ridiculous. And I had a problem with it
Mm,
because I felt that you took away from guys that have been working. Now, we all have different views and points in politics. And like I always tell people, I don't believe in putting politics in my stories. My story is for you to actually have an opportunity to leave this universe for a little bit and imagine. That's that's what I do. I'm not a political person. I don't put it in my comic books. Um, but I felt that they did a disservice
mm,
because rather than spend all that time talking about each other, going back and forth, and just you miss an opportunity to say, you know what? Who's Powertail? Who's Deathblade? Let's have these guys on this show. Let's talk about these guys. Give us an opportunity to get above the trees, to get the visibility that we need so that we can expand and that we can grow and that we can grow a ecosystem of Black creators. It's not just Milestone Comics. And it's never been that. And people don't understand the ecosystem of Black creators has been around for years. They just haven't had the opportunity to get out there like we are now. And that's and I have to give Kickstarter, I have to give them the praises, their props on that, man. Kickstarter has done a great job. Indiegogo has done a good job too. We got some new ones, Zoop and some new ones have come in. But I feel as Black creators, we're crying over DC, we're crying over Marvel doing all this. You got guys in the Black creator space who have some amazing stories. Mm-hmm. I have amazing IP. Deathblade is an amazing IP.
Yes.
Open your eyes. Because if you open your eyes like I did 5 years ago.
Yeah.
Because I was mainstream.
Yeah.
I wouldn't look at it indie. But now if you ask me, mm-hmm. I don't look at mainstream. I don't get excited. Mm-hmm. I don't get excited for DC Comics. Why? So they can pander us?
Yeah.
This is my opinion. This is just how I feel. But I'm just, I'm trying to keep it real with people. I want people to understand what E.A. Brown is all about and what we feel. And that's my opinion. But at the end of the day, I feel as Black creators out there, us supporting each other in the community, I think we need to have platforms. And I appreciate you guys here at your podcast for opening the door for us to even get out so that we can get that audience. It's empowering. And especially now today, we need it more today than ever. Mm-hmm. We need our stories told. Because if they're told right, the audience is there.
I agree with everything you said 100%. And again, thank you for the compliment. I mean, that's always the goal. Even if it's just a few people, just know, if they didn't know a creator before. And it's always nice to know that somebody's like, oh, maybe I went and inquired about them, or maybe I ended up working for them, or just they have somebody else that they can go follow. That's the whole point. And I'm glad that it opened doors for you that, I always view myself as this little old me, but I'm glad that it's helping people.
No, you have opened so many doors for us. Like I said, we had over 500 views, and that's a lot of views for even us, because we they expect that. I mean, you War at Comics. I don't know if you know Tommy. He's definitely backed us. Comic Crusaders, Mega is amazing. And I look at anime, I look at what you guys have done for us. I am very appreciative. I'm appreciative for the platform so that we can let the audience know that there is an IP out there. That Deathblade is an IP that you will enjoy, you will love, and that we are committed to our fans. We do listen. May not agree, but we do listen. And when we do listen, we do make those changes.
That's true.
So, I tell people, me and Phil, we're always talking. We're always elevating the story. We're challenging ourselves. We're looking for loopholes. We have no problem with criticism of our story. because that's the only way we're going to get better. And I know some creators don't like that. I love it because I don't want you to BS me. I want you to tell me exactly where I can improve. There's, you know, I don't hear my own tunnels. You know, I I feel Deathblade would have never gotten, it would have never reached the heights that it has if I was just looking at my own tunnels, not open up to dialogue, not open up to collab with the different team members and questioning ideas. I mean, there's things where they have, you know, I said, God, this is a great idea, and he's like, Ed, that's trash. So let's go, this is sweet.
Yeah.
And I don't get mad at it because it's not about me. It's about Deathblade. I want to make sure we give you fans the best that we can give you, you know, and it's important. And that's important. But at the end of the day, I need a platform that I can go and I can talk to and I can have fans see us. And those who don't know us, or you not follow us on our social media platforms, Deathblade AWK, you can talk to us. We'll talk back to, I've had a fan that I was talking today. He wanted to learn everything. I said, dude, I can't tell you everything about the book. You got to read it.
Yeah.
You got to read issue 1 because I know you're going to have questions, and I know people have questions. And something too, I'm kind of grateful that I should have said this earlier. Maybe before around Christmas time or something like that, we're thinking of probably about doing a live question and answers.
Okay.
So I'm not sure. I'm thinking. I mean, the books. You know, I mean, it's a people. The books that we're doing is over 150 pages.
Okay.
Issue 2 is getting done right now. Issue 3 is right behind it. It probably won't be done till probably around Christmas time. So at least we're looking at around March. Around that time, you know, we'll start releasing stuff. But you know, we're really trying to communicate better, make sure that our fans know what's up and what's going on, and that you get your product that you supported. And I'm thankful that everyone got their products. There's, you know, we had a few hiccups, but we were able to take care of those, and they were happy. So I want people to know that, you know, when you invest in us, you're going to get what we promised. So, you know, that's important.
Yeah, definitely. And again, it was a pleasure to have you get to talk about all the new developments, and hopefully you still had a good time the second time around.
Oh, I am looking. I'm telling everybody, if you're not following us, you need to follow us. Let's Blacks. This is a chance for us to do something. We always talk about, oh, we did this. No, this is a chance to do something. This is a chance to show the world, Marvel, DC, Image, Dark Horse, that they're not the only giants.
And for the people that want to follow up with what you're doing, please tell them where to follow you and where to keep up and where to support everything that's coming up.
There's 2 places. Well, there's 3 places you can follow us. On our social media platform, Skull Valley Comics, Instagram. And you can also follow us on our Deathblade AWK Instagram, IP. Those are 2 pages you can follow us. And then also you can go to our website, www.skullvalleycomics.com. And if you go there, you can see our store, go to our store, click on the store. You have a chance to get these books. These are hardcover and issue 1. For those who are following us for the first time and want to know more about us, you can follow us there. And we will be, like I said, first come, first serve. I'm sending some out tomorrow. They're coming off the shelf, so get them while you can. But for those who want to wait, September 18th, issue one will be available. But I'm letting everyone know I need everyone, all 3,000, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,000 people, whatever. We want to fund in less than 30 minutes. And when we fund in 30 minutes, when we have 3, 4, 5,000, that will make us one of the top earners on Kickstarter.
Mm.
The four biggest earners on Kickstarter are major IPs: G.I. Joe, Transformers, G.I. Joe, and I think SWAT Cats, if I'm correct. They were big last year.
Mm.
Folks, we can do this.
And I believe we can do this. But shout out to Stranger Comics. They're one of the other ones.
Yeah, Stranger Comics.
Anytime a Kickstarter, we
Yeah,
gotta get like them. We gotta do them.
Yeah, and they got a movie. They got Sebastian's doing his thing,
But
and
been
that's what I'm addressing.
been 10 minutes. They just
And that's what I'm saying. I'm telling people on Kickstarter. I'm telling people on Kickstarter. This is why. This is how we get. This is how we really show people. And that's why I don't really understand why people argue all the time talking about, they don't hear us. Yes, they do. Because maybe if you went on Kickstarter and they saw three of the biggest earners are Black indie creators, that's a different conversation.
Yeah.
So we have an opportunity. Let's do it.
Definitely. And again, thank you guys that come in, come out, end up watching later, end up seeing any clips that we post. I really do appreciate you guys. So we'll have one more show tomorrow. We'll be with the creator of the Deadly Adventures of Power Gang. So they're the creator of that. And it's amazing to have you guys here. And for those that don't know what I do, my name is Lizzie. I have my art brand AnimeInkArt. We're trying to get back to that. Commissions are open. We'll try to vend more next year. This year is a combination of everything else we were doing between volunteering. We volunteer with Critical Care Comics. For those that don't know, I've been doing it for a year. It's a company where they dress up as Marvel and DC characters, and we give comics and toys to the children at the hospitals.
That's
So
nice. That's fire.
so in New York, we're in the New York chapter. It originally
Nice.
started in LA, and they have one in South Carolina. So we've been trying to expand. So shout out to people that have been to AniTomoCon, and like when we try to vend like smaller conventions, and we always need the help. So if you go to Critical Care Comics .org, like you'll get to learn more about the organization or sign up with us. I will say like we need people that want to be heroes that dress up. We accept comic donations, and also people that may be able to drive as well will help me out. I do all the inventory right now for the New York chapter. So if you guys can help me out, I really will appreciate that. But we do what we can when we can, and the visits are once a month at Jacoby Hospital. So it's been a great cause. Also, we were the cosplay model for Otaku Noir. They make amazing blurred mystery boxes. If you use code AnimeInkArt, you should get free shipping off of your order. They allowed us to make art for them for their one of their boxes that came out in June. So we have like a mermaid sticker that like we created. The box should still be available on their website. So if you actually go to the website, you should be able to order one, and then you can use my code. And I actually will share that before we get off, just in case people are interested in like getting the box as well, because I do need to promote myself sometimes. So pretty much, if you go to their website, Talking Noir collection, and these are the previous boxes they had. Some are like some haven't come out yet. This is the one coming out in September. This was the one in June. So if you go to the site right there, pretty much let's see. So if you go to the Sirens, click on that, it shows the unboxing page, right? So you get all the fun stuff that they have in the box, and my stickers right there. Yeah, it goes to my link right there. So
Well, you know what? Speaking of collabs, then we need to talk.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Definitely.
And let me see if like you guys can see the box if I'm sharing it. Let's see. Click on it. All right. Okay,
Uh,
it's like frozen. Anyways, my artwork is in there. I will share it in the story for those that didn't get to see it. Um, but yeah, pretty much. I made like a version of Mommy Wata because it's based on R&B slash uh it was like R&B slash like Mami Wata. She's an African deity that's like a mermaid and a Syrian. So yeah, definitely support that. Go to AnimeInkArt one for everything because we do a plethora of stuff. We cosplay as well. It's a whole thing over there. We do multiple things. We also have the show as well. So we started doing this in 2023. Like we've been around since 2021. I'm very thankful for the show in terms of networking, get to know all of these creators and being able to develop a community with you guys. And if you guys want to be in the show, we do have a open like call that we did recently. But our link is in the bio in the Anime Ink Art one page, so you can always click on that. Just make sure you put your Instagram handle so I can contact you properly. It's an easy process, simple process. So far the track record has been good. You have a place here to talk about what you're doing, so definitely I really appreciate you guys. And with that, we're gonna be signing off. Bye, guys.